North Korea's nuclear status, Pyongyang. Washington will have to put up with Pyongyang's nuclear status, a top official from North Korea's foreign ministry has said, ruling out talks on the matter with the U.S. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea, DPRK, is not planning to hold talks on nuclear weapons, and the U.S. has to get along with the DPRK's nuclear status, Cho Sun-hui, Director General of the North American Department of North Korea's Foreign Ministry said, speaking at the 2017 Non-Proliferation Conference in Moscow. According to Cho, North Korea's nuclear status is essential for securing stability and safety on the Korean Peninsula and in northeastern Asia by extension. Pyongyang is ready to pacify the Americans and will fight fire with fire if necessary, the official continued. North Korea is living with the constant nuclear threat from the U.S. Last week unprecedented nuclear drills were held, involving U.S. aircraft carriers and U.S. strategic bombers, she said. However, action brings counteraction, the diplomat said. Our leader, North Korea's Kim Jong-un, clarified our position, which states that we will pacify the U.S. and fight fire with fire, Cho added. North Korea has nuclear weapons and ballistic missiles, but won't deploy them in the absence of a threat, Cho stated. Our weapons are designed for the protection of our homeland from the constant nuclear threat from the U.S., she added. Pyongyang won't supply nuclear weapons to third parties, notwithstanding its withdrawal from the Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT, Cho said. Despite quitting NPT, we are committed to the idea of non-proliferation of our nuclear weapons, the diplomat added. According to the North Korean top diplomat, Pyongyang almost reached balance with the U.S. in nuclear arsenal and will make sure that Washington does not speak about any military actions against North Korea. Pyongyang's nuclear response will target solely the U.S., as Washington alone can carry out a nuclear attack, according to Cho. Our nuclear response will be directed at the U.S. and won't target any other country, she said. North Korea has recently been engaged in a fierce war of words with the U.S., repeatedly threatening to reduce its foe to ashes and darkness. On Thursday, Pyongyang warned of an unimaginable strike at an unimaginable time on U.S. targets, expressing outrage at the ongoing U.S.-South Korean joint naval drills near the Korean peninsula. Earlier in October, Anton Chun, head of North Korea's delegation to the Multinational Interparliamentary Union, IPU, said that it was the U.S. who has pushed the DPRK to become a possessor of the hydrogen bomb. North Korea's deputy UN ambassador Kim In-ryong escalated the rhetoric by warning the UN General Assembly that the crisis on the Korean peninsula has reached the touch-and-go point and a nuclear war may break out any moment. Earlier this week, Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a decree imposing restrictions on North Korea in order to comply with a UN Security Council resolution. Moscow and Beijing have been pushing for a peaceful solution to the crisis, which would see North Korea suspend its nuclear and ballistic missile tests in exchange for a halt to joint U.S.-South Korea drills. However, the U.S. rejected the proposal.